Hello everyone, welcome to the Medium Well podcast with me, Rengganis, and today I am with these two amazing women. And yeah, could you please introduce yourself to the camera first?
Okay, I'll go first. Hi guys, my name is Ella. I'm a social media expert and
Hello everyone, my name is Devita and I am legal expert.
Okay, great. It's nice to meet you guys today. How are you today?
I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, it's fine. It's quite good.
Okay, glad to hear that. So let's get straight to the topic. There was a criminal case happened on November 24, 2024 ago at Jalan Candi Penataran, Semarang, Central Java, where a high school student named Gama was shot by a policeman named Aibda Lobik Zainuddin. This case has been such a hot topic among the netizens, and of course, this one put various reactions. And that is what are we going to be discussing today. And we will see this case through the social media and also the law or legal perspective. So there are going to be some questions regarding this, regarding the social media field, and also about something related to the law or legal enforcement. So the first question, I heard that there is like a different facts gone from the family and also from the police. Different facts found by the family and the policeman. They're all different. And how is that even possible? I mean, is there something covered, or maybe like there's something, like deliberately did by the police to cover something or what?
Okay, let's see from the legal perspective. I will say this word, obstruction of justice.
Okay, what is that?
Yeah, let's remember the word obstruction of justice is contained in Indonesian legislation, namely in Article 221 of the Criminal Code KUHP. And the short explanation about this law is, for example, obstruction of justice is actions taken or not taken with the aim of delaying or disrupting the legal processes of an ongoing case. Well, before we jump to our discussion in this topic, I will try to get you to remember about the previous case. Do you remember about Ferdi Sambo case?
Yes.
Such a famous, popular cases that happened in Indonesia around 2 years ago, where we can take a look where Ferdi Sambo was a police with power in his office. He tried to build a story where his wife was a victim of sexual harassment from Ferdi Sambo's subordinates. And then after Ferdi Sambo killed his subordinates, he used the reasoning, the sexual harassing reasoning, to justify the shooting act by him. Where in this case, they say the CCTV in their house is lost or broken, so we cannot find the important evidence for this case. And it also happened, if we remember about Kanjuruhan.
Yeah, that one case.
That's such complicated cases because it make so many people killed by some reason that we still don't know what the truth is. And also about kilometer 15, that the police also said that the CCTV is lost or broken. Where we can see from these cases, as a legal expert, I can say that we can learn to the plot the police use from every cases from time to time. Well, in my works, actually we cannot completely direct the suspect did the action that prejudiced, but we also need to do check and recheck the evidence from the witnesses. I mean, in this topic, in these cases, we should be naive. The police might do something that will help their own staff or member as in the institution to protect themselves. Yes, I think we can learn from the previous case, like what I said.
Okay, so it's like they create scenario to avoid the punishment that they're supposed to get.
Yes, there might be used the same motive from the previous cases.
Okay. Ooh. Wow. And in this case, Gamma and his dad communicated all the time by chat. Even before his death, Gamma sent the last voice note when he said that he was about to have dinner with his friends around 11 p.m. And Gamma's dad was looking for him since dawn and finally got the bad news that Gamma has died shot by a policeman. His dad was looking for Gamma because Gamma didn't answer the call from his dad. And in addition, his dead body was inside the casket already. And also, the family was not even informed earlier. So, what do you think about this? How do you see this as a legal expert?
Okay, let's to answer this question, I might ask you to join me to take a look from the previous cases again. We take Ferdi Sambo cases once again. The first confession from Ferdi Sambo team, based on their first recognition, the victim's dead body is already put in a casket. With the reason, I'm sorry, the body is delivered from Jakarta to the parent house, but when it arrived, the family is prohibited to take a look for the victim's body. It's actually suspicious from the police because, I mean, as the family, they have the right to see their own son without any exception. I mean, there must be some exception from the hospital, but in this case, there are no exception for the family to see their son body. But they are prohibited by the police that send the casket. It is sounds suspicious from the family, and even after they already allowed to take a look for the mystery wife body, the siblings of Mr. Joshua is forced to sign the letter of approval for the autopsy of his older brothers. And the suspiciousness when after the family saw their son body, it makes the family decide to take the second autopsy and release some truth that never confessed by the Ferdi Sambo team or Ferdi Sambo representative. And from this case, we can think even the police, as law enforcer, might bypassing sentence the rules. Might bypassing the rules given to them. And at the end, Ferdi Sambo is the suspect of this case, got the death sentence. But then, as we know, it changed to life sentence. So we cannot be naive if this institution didn't repeat the same motive to hide something from us. They might do that the same thing again.
So it's very, very possible for the institution, for those people, those officers to do the same thing over and over again if there's like a killing case, such things.
Yes.
Okay.
The power.
Yeah, the abuse of power.
Yes.
It can be said so. Okay. And also regarding the officer, Aibda Robik Zainuddin, the suspect has been dishonorably discharged due to this case and he filed an appeal. We all know that this is legal for suspect, but could you please tell me more about this?
Okay, to answer that question, that is true that defendant or public prosecutor has the right to request an appeal against the decision of the court of the first sentence, except for the decision for acquittal, apart from all legal claims involving the issue of inaccurate application of the law and court decision. From that, pre-trial decisions cannot be appealed as intended in Article 83, Paragraph 1 of Criminal Procedure Code. So, contrario, in addition to the decision above, an appeal can be submitted. Well, we can take a look from this case. I mean, every every suspect might feel their appeal in their pre-trial cases, and it's all depend on the judge if they are accept it or not. But set aside, even if the evidence is real, is complete, is project him as the suspect of the killing.
The case.
Yes, for the case, it is possible for everyone, for every suspect, in every cases. It is fine if they want to fill their appeal. So yes,
They're right.
they're right to fill that. But in addition, there might be some exception. I mean, we can talk more maybe in other podcasts about it.
Okay.
Yes, and
So
I
please
hope,
look forward for that. Okay.
and I wish it can be it it can explain more, maybe some people who question about why he can feel the appeal. Yes, he can do that, he can do it. I mean, every suspect can do it in their pre-trial uh, decisions. Okay, but yes or no, approve it or not, it's depend on the judge and the evidence that already completed.
Okay. So I think we should move on to the social media perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Ella. So this news has been spread anywhere on social media, all over social media. Talk about this, and of course, once again, it put like various reactions. And do you think the police will? I mean, like the percentage of the police will lose the trust from the netizens after this case.
Yes, like Devita said, from various cases that the police already have after this case. Okay, I think the police will has 100% lost the trust from the society. Netizens' reaction. We can see it from the netizen reactions to the case of Gamma in social media, especially on X or Instagram. Many condemned the brutal act, describing it as a reflection of the weakness of justice in Indonesia. Netizens regretted that the security force were actually the preparators rather than protecting the community, protecting the society. Because as society, we need to be protected by the police. I mean, like, who about we trust except the police like that? And some accuse the police is by for the buzzers to divert the issue and exacerbating the anger of netizens who were asking for transparency and accountability. And also, I think it's hard for the police to reach the trust again from the
To get the
society.
trust
Yeah,
back again from
it's
the.
really hard because they over and over again do the same mistakes.
Okay, it's hard, but do you think is it still impossible to get the trust back? I mean, it's hard. I know we know it's hard to get the trust back, especially if they have done the case over and over again. They didn't even serve the people well. We know it's hard to get the trust back, but do you think it's still impossible?
Should I give 7%? It's just 7% to police make the trust again for the society.
Okay, so well, yeah.
Good luck for the police. Nobody trusts you.
But I think, yeah, I agree with the
Yeah.
netizens' opinion, because in this economic, we know that president increased their salary officially. Absolutely, the government increased the police
Yeah.
department salary.
Yes.
If I am not wrong, and in this economic, with the tax that increases too. I mean, they didn't do the same thing for the public. There's like the government differentiate between the PNS and it's they put the different salary with the police one or the NE, etc. I mean, they are have the same important profession to this country. So it is the right choice if people didn't trust the
Lost
police.
their trust to the police, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell about the social media. How was the incident framed on social media by different groups, like maybe from the media, from the activists, or maybe the public? Is there any different of the framing way of that?
Almost they are doing the same framing on social media, especially in World Anti-Police Day. Yeah, they're raising that thing in social media. I think because they're really sick of the police in Indonesia, and they start to losing their trust. Maybe they start to raising this thing like Anti-Police Day. I think that's okay. That's related about that problem. Yeah, and then. After the media that covered news are framing those news, netizen also threw the criticism throughout the police, like the price of child's life in Indonesia is cheaper than a police buzzer, right? Police pay more buzzer than think about the child's life. That's the problem, and it's not the first time they're doing it. I mean, like like it's hard to talk about.
Okay, I get it, I get it.
Yes.
Anti-police.
And then instead the introspection, they're doing the same mistakes over and over again. That's they are busy setting about the buzzer, and that's why makes netizens more angry about the police.
Okay. World Anti-Police Day.
Or
Yeah. Anti-police, not anti-fragile.
That's
fragile.
right.
Okay, so were any specific hashtags or trends?
Yes, just start to raising the hashtag Justice for Gamma and hashtag Gamma dibunuh polisi. I think that hashtag is reaches most audiences in social media and start to influence the people to raising this hashtag too. And I think it kind of works to build the people awareness about the case.
Okay, so with the trend, with the hashtag on social media, do you think it will give like a massive impact in investigating the case, like the participatory theory, such things?
I think yes, because as we know in social media, especially on X, if we start to assembling the netizens' power and we start to raising about the exact case, it will reach to the police especially about the problem. And I think that's great because I think the law in Indonesia really hasn't really don't have this strong in the country, and the one that handle the country is a viral in social media, a viral thing. And I think if the case went viral, it will it will make the
It will draw more attention. From the
more
people.
attention, yes, and then it will reach the government, and that's where.
So it's like no viral, no justice.
Yeah,
such
no viral,
kind
no
of thing.
justice.
Okay. To close this podcast, a question: is there any word or maybe like advice that you can deliver to the law enforcer? Maybe you can say that to the camera.
What words? I don't know what to say.
To say what's on your mind, like something that you want to deliver, knowing that they have done bad things over and over again. Maybe you guys are sick of it.
I have nothing to say, but please police do good. I mean, we're already sick of you guys.
That's it.
That's it. I don't
Okay.
know.
What about you? Is there any advice or maybe like critics?
I think it's just reminder for the public. Please be united if anything wrong in our government institution. Please be brave and please don't scare of them because they are the legal enforcement. And yes, we are united. We have powers if we are united. Yeah, that's all.
Voice out the voiceless.
The
Okay.
netizens in Indonesia have lots of job to viraling something
Yeah, yeah.
because police has done nothing.
Netizens have like a huge power,
Yeah.
right, to bring something to the law, maybe like to investigate a case, right?
We have power, guys. If we're
Yeah.
together.
We are the netizens. You guys, the netizens, have power to work on this case, on criminal case that needs to be investigated and etc. Okay, so it's been such a great discussion with you too. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the ideas and also the thoughts. And I really hope that it will give more insights to the viewers, to the college students, or maybe to the teenage, everyone who's watching this podcast. And yeah, bye and see you in the next episode.